myself in the neck, stick my hand inside, and pull everything out like long stem roses through a roll of masking tape. But I didn't. Torn promises, shattered dreams, restless nights, quiet screams. Oceans of movements drowning in time, whistles from trees bent out of line. In the amazement through the mirage, turn the ignition, close the garage. Suicide memory never completed. Please don't stand, remain seated. I lost my mind and then my soul. I stayed inside my sorry hole. Blankets placed over windows, tiny TV turned up loud, reflections from everywhere. My cat looked like a cop. There I sat for years and years. Smoke-filled room full of tears. Minutes like hours. The doorbell rings. He has the power in what he brings. Suicide thoughts, all that's left. Wanting and waiting for my death. All alone now on the tour, the captain's seat and vulture door. Caution climbs within the squirm of nasty ammunition burn. Promises made like sugar cones and fairy tales slap your face. They started at him from the start, the puncture wounds in modern art. To watch the show, to steal the mask where flowers grow, to coat the past. He needed a reason, everything. He needed a plan. He had none. He went into the forbidden drawer. The lingerie and Daddy's gun. There wasn't much time left. They'll be home for dinner soon. He did it in the kitchen. In the twilight of my mind, or should I say the night, I wandered oh so aimlessly with no regard for sight. The pictures were so prevalent. The sounds were all the same. Amongst the tortured cavaliers, I leaped inside this game. A little box left on my doorstep had me so surprised. I took it in and looked inside, and then I realized that on a night I wasn't me. I killed a little cat. My Mr. Hyde boxed it up and put it in the back. I drove my car across the town in a state of bliss. I took this cat along with me, so I'd remember this. You see, my favorite animal has always been a cat, but on a run I do become a filthy little rat. Now I'm fine, or so I say, and in the box I look. To my dismay, I saw the cat, and then my body shook. The reason for that little game was so that I could see that when I'm in a drunk blackout, I'm really not me. The lesson here is noted well, I see what I can do. The next time that I'm going out, that cat might be you. Who will find the cold, numb me when tales half told bewilder thee? Who will cherish every word and laugh aloud, this pigeon bird? Sky comes down and clouds apart. The photos stop and the pictures start. Landscapes change and mask the wind. The children cry and then they sin. Leave my soul and crawling flesh, then dine with winter and my death. At the end or near the middle where the lost embrace resides, I saw two little fairy tales and neither one could hide. The weather came in from the east when everything was wet. Into swimsuits came the beast. You see, it's me they came to get. Back and forth, just like a knife with dull but jagged edge. Goddesses that take delight have brought me to the ledge. Now off I go to where and there to fight the demon dragon. You see, they had their way with me, and so I'm kinda lagging. In the unexplainable silence and the mysteries of the quest, I have taken tremendous tolls on lions in their den. I have twisted several buildings off their tables and their desks. I have mangled little predators and left the bones to rest. Why doesn't anyone ever think time makes things worse? On the other side of midnight, I saw the devil's claw. He grabbed my neck and pulled me close, then threw me to the floor. He made me look at paradise and see the crystal ball. He taught me how to fill the pipe, and then he ordered me to crawl. I listened to him every day and called him on the phone. I worshipped how he made me feel, then sat at home alone. It wasn't until the break of day the terror set in fast. Those gypsies that had delivered, I thought that they would last. Left with me and nothing else, I lie upon the floor, waiting for that phone to ring, and then I beg for more. This went on for quite some time, took me for a ride. Never did I ever think I'd be a Mr. Hyde. My devil king, master's throne, forgot to tell me that once you go to paradise, you're never coming back. I fought to leave the hell I loved and cried every night. It wasn't until the Lord above came into the fight. The pain and lust that smothered me was too much to bear. I prayed to God, rescue me. And he was standing there with open arms all the time, but I just couldn't see Jesus Christ standing there waiting patiently. The 90s in their wonder had me by the throat. Sounds of crack and thunder brought me to the moat. I looked at me and didn't. The glass was full of lies.
Hiding in the closet, I practiced my goodbyes. Off to space I'd wander, then lost in space I'd land. While praying for survival, I saw his saving hand. I left it all behind me and headed for the door. On the road to righteousness, a prisoner nevermore. Today I see the sunlight, and I welcome its return. The Holy Spirit helps me to listen and to learn. Through Jesus Christ I conquer those defects that can kill. And when I'm on the streets, I know my Father's will. Stay away from poison that takes us all the time. Live the life he gave me, the life I couldn't find. So to Christ I thank for dying on that cross. There's mercy and there's grace for those that are lost. Ow. I used to be the big boss at the strip clubs. Everyone handed me money and drugs. Strippers like mannequins devour the night. Wise guys and drug dealers primed for the fight. Wrestling dreams from times in the past. Then going in the office to do another blast. Drinking and snorting until the evening ends. Then hiding from the sun with my crackhead friends. I was wearing my tuxedo in the midst of danger. And hiding in a peep show with a total stranger. Now and then and in my sleep I still see those dangers that kept me deep within the dark streets of pain. I worship lust and went insane. Restless nights I'd wander off to rooms of yellow that made me cough. Concrete miles I'd search for doom that left me hiding inside my room. Vertical couch I'd stand behind. See the person inside my mind. Dogs that growl out on the ledge. The spot on the wall is the microphone. The ice made puddles on the pavement, and there the mark, the engravement, read the words of courage. The speakers from the firm sat up straight to learn the horrifying story. Neither force was mentioned. The children in detention were tied up like hogs. Hungry was the wizard to disregard the blizzard and fill the sea with logs. Climbing to safety, and climbing to safety, and climbing to safety to await another rain. Thank you.
Woo! Bars.